Hello, in this video we're going to talk about the Add Note to File button here and what it means and how you use it and some of the functionalities behind it. So in order to add a note to file, you're basically going to just click on the button there and then just click on the plus button. And you can type anything you like, sample note to file, and copy, and we'll just paste that in. And you can add a file to that if you'd like, browse a file, and then you save the note to file. And what this is for is when you have a conversation with an employee that you didn't necessarily write them up, you didn't necessarily, you just basically coach them, and you want to document that you had the conversation. This is the way that you do it. You just add a note to file. You can add any status changes to an employee into this area. And what's going to happen is they're going to collect in a list form, and these cannot be edited. So it protects you and the employee by doing so. It's just more of a real-time documentation, almost like you're documenting a patient record, but it's obviously for an employee instead of a patient. And it's just a very useful tool to keep track of conversations and different things that happen with an employee. You can also use this for positive things. So if an employee does something that's just noteworthy, you might want to have a conversation, let them know, send them a message in the message center, and then put a note in their file. And it just kind of reinforces the fact that you're recognizing the employee's positive behavior, which I think is good as well. Now, these notes are going to save in the history. And so that is here, the note to file. So you can bring up all of their note to files, via the history search here, and particularly with the action note to file there. So that's important to know as well. Overall, it's a pretty simple feature. You just need to understand that when you put information into the note to file on employees, it's not editable. So be careful what you write, and also that it can be used for coaching, feedback, or anything where you just need to document that you had a conversation with an employee. Another point to make for the note to file is the more notes you have for an employee over their review period, the easier it is to perform the review. So these are just little notes that let you know or remind you what has happened for this employee as they've gone through their review period, so that when you do review them, you have pertinent information. It makes the review process much easier when you can go back and actually look at notes that you've made on an employee. And all management should have access to the note to file so that everyone can go in and make notes on employees. So of course, if you have any questions or comments, reach out to us via the help button or support at OfficeAutomated.com.